Welcome back to day 3 of our Python in 30 days challenge. In today's lesson, you will learn how Python stores information using variables. Imagine you want Python to remember your name, your age, or even your favorite color. How does it remember all the information? That's where variables come in. Let's learn variables and data types in Python. Think of variable like a labeled box. You give the box a name and store something inside it. Later, you can use that value whenever you needed it. Here, open your Visual Studio Code and create a new Python class here. I'm naming it with variable.py, and here we have created a variable called name and store that value Raji inside it. When we print that variable, Python displays its value. Like how we will be displaying the print statement. So already we know this from our previous lesson, right? If you are not aware of that first lesson, go back to that video and search for it. And even Python variables can store text, numbers, and many other types of data. Like Python automatically understand the data you are storing. You don't have to specifically mention like what data type it is. Like usually we will be mentioning a string, or it is an integer, or it is a float, or boolean. So you don't have to mention these data types in Python automatically understand what type of data you are storing into particular variable. And a string can store text, and an integer stores whole numbers, and a float stores decimal numbers, and a boolean stores only two values, which are true and false. The type function tell us what kind of data a variable stores. So if you see here, we have added a different variables with different data types, naming as name and age and city, and I'm going to print them, and you can see when I run this program. And even I'm trying to print a boolean value here, where it will be telling you like true or false. Once this is done, and you are ready to use variables in your next session. And variable naming rules must be displayed, whether it start with a letter and use underscore, or case sensitive and no spaces, and don't start with the numbers. Variable names should be meaningful and always follow Python rules for naming conventions. This is how variables are used in real time programming. Now it's your turn. Create your variables, your name, age, country, and your favorite programming language. Print them on the screen and share your output in the comments. Tomorrow we will learn how to take input from the user and make our programs interactive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for day 4. Thank you.